No, we did not.
He's like, hey, it's not. We haven't done too
We
hard.
just didn't. I'm sorry, we just didn't.
And ever since then, I've been wondering about it, you know? Did we have a good run?
Oh, no, you tell me. You fucking
really.
tell me.
Was it a
TJ.
bad run?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty bad.
I tend to think that the truth is probably mixed bag, but that's wishy-washy bullshit. So fuck that. It's got to be one or the other, right? You agree with that much, right?
No.
It could be a middling.
Well,
Why
for
can't
the
it be
sake
a
of this
fucking
fucking
gray area
episode,
between?
no.
Oh, okay, shit.
It's got to be
Okay.
one way or the damn other.
Got it.
So when I think about the evidence we had a good run, you know, I think about stuff like, you know, medicine and shit, you know, science. I mean, we spread to every corner of the globe. We created art and literature and all that, you know, so, all that stuff. And even like the stuff we just watched with the cars and stuff. You know, all those good Samaritans doing the right thing when the pressure's
look
on.
at this, Paul. Fireman helping a child out of a burning building.
Yeah, Scotty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for them.
But when I think of the bad
Now, one
stuff,
one
you
would
know,
one would say that it's a sign of a bad run that the building was so unsafe that it almost burned the child to death at all.
Well, accidents happen, Paul. You know that.
yeah, I mean, no, nothing's perfect.
Got it. Yeah, sure.
But we never, you know, when I think about the evidence we had a bad run, I think about, you know, we never really came to equilibrium with our environment, did we? Kind of short-sighted about the consequences of our actions.
Yeah, cutting down these rainforests here.
Massive systems of greed and exploitation. War, you know, division, cruelty, cowardice, all that kind of stuff. I mean, sure, you know, we've spread to every corner of the planet, right? But we didn't really treat the planet too well in the process. Kind of radically altered it in ways that show a profound lack of wisdom on the part of our species, overusing resources, driving other species to extinction and all that. And yet, you know, at the same time, you can't fucking deny our ingenuity, right? We ain't some feeble little bitch species. We fucking went. We fucking came, we saw, we conquered.
Yeah.
We split the fucking atom.
Yeah.
We mapped the fucking genome.
Yeah.
We sure did.
We built fucking thinking machines to fucking think for us.
Well, that's a mistake, but that's fine.
But we still did it, Scotty.
We did do it.
To me, like a
nobody's
bad
denying that.
run,
We
that
done
would
did it.
fucking suggest a certain degree of like incompetence. But
Really?
we did a lot of fucking cool shit that fucking
we?
did require some competence on our part.
Did we? Mm-hmm. At what cost?
Well, that's the question we got to ask. So I've decided that rather than fucking do my own research, try to figure this shit out on my own, I'm going to make Scotty and Paul do all the heavy lifting while I just kind of kick back.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I'm going to be the judge.
We've joined
Wow.
together and we've agreed to force you to make
Yes.
the decision.
Well, I will make the decision, but you guys are going to make the arguments.
Well, fuck
Humanity
that.
itself will
What?
be the plaintiff.
Wow.
Paul, you're going to be the prosecution because I can't imagine you being the fucking defense. Scotty, you going to defend humanity.
Fucking God.
I think
TJ.
you should defend humanity
You should
because
defend
you're the
humanity.
one that said you're
Yeah.
the one that said that fucking we had a good run. This is bullshit.
I got to make the decision.
This is a sham
I gotta be
trial
impartial
unless
here.
you.
This
I'm
is your
split.
episode. This is your episode.
This is you versus
I've
me.
never had one. I've never been one or the other. I've always been in the middle.
Nah.
I think you should be the
My
one.
episode, this house going to go.
Scotty for judge.
Yep, Scotty for judge. I want to vote.
You want a last minute change
I
to
wanna
my
vo-
episode?
I want to vote on Patreon.
Well, we will going to vote on Patreon because the patrons are the jury.
Nope.
They're going to decide
Oh, right
who-
now.
They're going to decide whether we had a good run or not.
Scotty to judge. Yeah, I'm the dude. I'm going to be a much
Poll
better
right
judge.
now on Patreon. Poll.
All right, you know what? If you're
I
that,
demand it.
if they're that desperate,
I will not
What's your
participate in a
episode?
sham trial.
I want you to either be the look. You can attack humanity too and make Paul the defender. You know what, TJ? I think you need to be one making this case one way or the other.
all right.
I agree.
You know what? If that's the way you want,
I think I am the best
I guess
judge
you're
on this
not.
show.
So you don't feel like you're up to the task of arguing for humanity.
No, I think I'm the best one to judge.
All right.
I
Scott.
really truly think that.
Last minute change. Look, if that's what my co-hosts feel, that's what my co-hosts feel. I'll fucking
Well,
do
also,
it.
we don't want to give you a fucking free. Our episodes are us doing this shit. We're not giving you a fucking like. Oh,
Fine. Oh,
Yeah. Well,
TJ's just trying to weasel out of his own episode and just sit back and relax.
that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Paul, is he
It's
trying to
true.
weasel out of his episode?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. That's why we're doing this to you, TJ.
Fine.
100%.
Fine.
This is an attempt to weasel.
Fine.
Scotty, now had Scotty said it, I'd be on your side. But Scotty was not the one who
All right.
continuously was saying that we had a good run.
All right. Fine.
Scotty-
True, I didn't say that.
He remained neutral.
Well,
And I
here,
am still neutral. I'm wanting to hear the arguments.
here are the fucking rules then.
Okay, let's hear them.
It's going to be 5 minutes for everyone. You make your opening prosecution statement. I make my opening defense. And then after that, it's just free for all, back and forth. Scotty can ask pointed questions and shit, but he can't put his thumb on the scale one way or the other.
Hello, human. I'm Nub. You will subscribe and become a Pessimist Productions patron.
And become a free member on Kick to enjoy live streams of Deep Fat Fried every week, deep dives every Saturday,
Or other shows such as Hey Paul, what you watching? Backseat Gaming, Ideology, Commentaries,
mega shows every month.
and more. Click the link. Feed.
No,
5
I mean,
minutes is
we're
fine.
just going to do that for the opening because I know we don't like a super structured debate.
Yeah, your
But I
opening
thought it
sentence.
might be nice for both sides to have an opening salvo
Which
before
one of
they
you
get into
gentlemen
it.
would like to go first?
Well, the prosecution should go first.
Yeah. All right. The court recognizes Mr. Paul's ego for the opening statement.
Whenever you're ready,
Humanity
Paul, you
on
just tell
trial,
me and
Paul.
I'll start the clock.
Please make your
All right,
case.
start it.
Did not
It
have a
started.
good. We did not have a good run.
Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen of the world, you're going to hear a lot of things today from the defense, and you're going to hear a lot of things from me. One of the things that you're going to hear is like a drum beat from the defense is the value of progress. We have medicine. We have mass conveyance. We have the internet. But what you won't hear out of the defense is the costs of these things. Medicine at the cost of torturing animals and polluting the environment. Mass conveyance at the cost of destroying the oceans. Right? Convenience at the cost of our own bodies and our own minds and all of the debt paid by the very planet that we require to sustain us. And that's not even mentioning yet the murder, the grift, the graft, the hand in glove corruption, the bullshit of the world that comes with all of that progress. For who's enriched when a new discovery is made? Some billionaire that owned the company that employed the scientist that made the discovery. So even when positivity happens, it serves to drain the coffers of the world. And I would like to hear the defense give a defense for any of that, but of course they won't. I yield the balance of my time.
We're muted.
I was muting us up just so we didn't interrupt.
TJ, your opening statement, please. Your defense for why humanity has had a good run.
Well, he yielded the balance of his time, which means that his time is added on to mine. So I can
You want
bloviate
it.
for 8 minutes if I want.
That is true.
If you want.
You have up to
Yeah,
8
go ahead.
minutes. The court agrees.
All right. All right.
I want you to bloviate. I want you to dig your own grave.
Sure. All right, I'm starting now. All right.
Objection. Objection.
There's no objection. Shut up.
What is your objection? You're not the court.
Yeah, are you the court, TJ?
Okay, go ahead.
What's your objection? On what grounds?
If it would please the court, I would like to ask when the last time that the defense attorney has bathed. There is a pronounced stink in the courtroom, and it is distracting.
Your objection is sustained. TJ, when's the last time you, in fact, bathed?
This morning.
All right. Pretty odorous, but look, I mean, we've got to have
Okay.
someone do it. We've got to have someone's
All
got
right.
to do this defense. So I mean, I agree,
All right,
but
fair enough.
Fair.
I'm just asking. I was just asking. Thank you.
the court notes it though. The court agrees.
Yes.
All right.
You were saying?
So listen. When I came in here today,
Objection. No, I'm kidding.
it was with every intention that I wouldn't have to do a goddamn thing. That Scotty would be the one put on the spot to have to make this fucking defense of humanity, but because I exemplify the human spirit, I am adaptable. And I am going to adapt to this scenario to offer you a cogent defense that will, in fact, address every point Paul brought up. He asks, at what cost? Well, I'll tell you the fucking cost. The cost of progress is that we're not covered in ticks, huddled in some fucking cave, living short, miserable lives of struggle, trying to make fire with rocks. And he wants to tell you that's a bad thing. Why? Because we gave the earth a few owies along the way? We're humanity, baby. We've adapted to fucking worse shit than we've done to this planet. We lived through the fucking ice age, bitch. We can live through the nuclear winter if we have to. This species is strong. This species survives. And this species, above all, dominates. Think about it. We're just monkeys. Right now, I'm talking to a fucking camera, to people all over the fucking world, spreading my dark little gospel. And what makes that possible? The ingenuity of man. What makes it possible for the prosecution to do the same? The ingenuity of man. Would you give that up to be a caveman, huddled in the dark, scared of every shadow? Your legs gangrenous and diseased, covered with ticks, itching, living a short, meaningless life, looking up at the stars, wondering what the fuck they are. Well, we know what they are. We figured it out with our little primate brains. We've dominated this planet, and if we last another 1,000 years, who knows? Maybe we'll dominate this solar system. Maybe we'll dominate this galaxy. That's the human way. That's all I need.
Strong opening statements.
Wow.
So,
Wow, TJ.
I mean, Paul, you're prosecuting this. TJ has argued the ingenuity, the spirit of man, all we have accomplished. And you can't take those accomplishments away from humanity. So what do you say to that, Paul?
Well, he pointed out something that I'd like to call a little attention to. He said that we're apes. So he would have us believe that the pleasure centers of these apes being stimulated is worth these apes shitting all over their home to the point where their home's about to shake them off like a case of the very fucking ticks and fleas that he bitched about. So you're telling me, basically, better dead than, in harmony with the planet. And that alone, like, we call that a virus, TJ. And we try and eliminate it with our fucking medicine that we've come up with. So we're a detriment to this planet. How many tens of thousands of species have disappeared from the face of this planet in the name of our greed and our expansion and our need for more, and more? How many?
What is nature?
I don't know the exact number.
What is nature but a competition between different life forms?
Yeah, but none of these
have prevailed
creatures
in that
were in
competition.
competition with us. None of these creatures were in
all life
competition.
is in competition for land, for resources, for survival itself. And humanity has procured that more strongly than any other fucking species, certainly any other mammalian species.
Mm-hmm.
We're on every continent. Our numbers are in the billions. Our technological marvels are numerous. This is not about whether Earth has had a good run.
Yeah.
We're not looking at for this from the perspective. We're asking if we have had a good run. And I don't see how we haven't.
I said that when we're done, our legacy is going to be one of indulgence, selfishness, exploitation, rape, murder, and bloodshed in the name of self-gratification. Like, that's why we didn't have a good run. Nobody that's left at the end of all this is going to look back over it and go like, man, I'm glad those guys got fat and stupid and lazy. Woo, look what they done did. No, that would be if we had a good run. The people, if any, that survive this are going to look back at us as a bunch of butchers and monsters and retards that fritter away the greatest fucking gift that was ever given to life, maybe, as far as we know, consciousness. And we used it to rape the fucking ground underneath our feet until it wouldn't produce enough food to feed our maws anymore. That's our legacy. I'd like to hear you explain how that's a good run.
That's a good run because we figured out how to feed billions of people. Some people don't. Some people go without. I'm not saying we had a perfect run. The standard here is not perfection, that we attained the pinnacle of wisdom, that everything we did was enlightened, that we made no mistakes. If that was the standard, no one could fucking pass that standard. The question is, do we have a good run or a bad run?
Well, it depends on how we define
And to
good.
me, a good run is defined by the thriving of the thing having the run. And how can you deny that this species has thrived?
The court would like to hear, Mr. Ego, what would you define as a good run for humanity if you were to do so?
I mean, at this point, looking at the amount of fucking rape and torture and destruction that we've meted out upon ourselves and the planet, a good run for humanity would have been for us to remain shaved apes living in the hovels, and maybe the ice age takes us out. And I think inarguably, had the ice age done the proper job of sterilizing this planet of our presence, the world would be in way better harmony now than it is.
Okay.
But it didn't.
And it would
Because
be
it
it would have
couldn't,
way
because
more
we
abundant life.
were
There would be
stronger than
way
the
more
Ice
abundant
Age.
life.
We're stronger than everything the planet has fucking thrown at us. It can kill us by the score.
Right.
And it's a testament to humanity that if we are destroyed, it's most likely that we're going to be destroyed by ourselves.
So Mike makes right.
Even that is a testament to the strength and power of this species. Because the Earth tried. It tried on numerous occasions to shake us off. And we didn't fucking just cling on. We spread like a virus. I don't take the virus thing as a slight at all. Damn right humanity's a virus. We're the most successful fucking virus that has ever existed. We've infected this planet, and if given the chance, we'll infect others.
We've infected this planet with what? Stupidity, privation, pollution, the rape and destruction of the natural world, the collapse of the ecosystem, the boiling of our oceans, and the
Technology,
acidification of
art,
same.
literature.
For what?
Medicine.
To stimulate our ape brains a little bit?
Yeah,
So that we could sit around and fucking fritter it all away on McDonald's?
exactly.
Like, to what end? Yes, art is beautiful.
To the
you know what else
end
is beautiful?
of the
You know what else is beautiful,
Yeah.
TJ?
What?
A meadow filled with fucking animals and life.
Sure.
That's beautiful,
That can
right?
be beautiful.
Without human intervention, without some retard to paint it. I agree. Looking at paintings makes my ape brain go, ooh, 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 ooh. That don't make it worth shitting up everything that we could have had in the favor of it. Sorry.
I think it does.
Next.
I think it does. I firmly believe
How?
that it does.
Because your ape brain
Because
means more
Because I am
than
the
everything
ape.
else.
I am the ape. I am the owner
Solipsism.
of the ape brain.
You're a
It's not
solipsist.
It's not solipsism because it's not just about me. It's about the totality of humanity and all of
It's
the
just
things
about
that
you.
all of
Let's
us get
be
to
real.
enjoy.
Let's be real. This whole argument is just about you. You had a good run, not us. You had a good run because you managed to stuff your face.
Well,
and
even
be
if that's
hideous
true,
most
even
of
if
your
it
life.
is just about me, look at all the things that I, as a primate, have relied upon that were created by others. This wonderful technology I'm using.
True.
This food that's easily at my disposal. If humanity was otherwise,
What role did you have in any of that?
I'm a human being. But if humanity,
Yeah, but what role how did you advance humanity towards all the things that you want?
I probably
like
didn't.
What integral part did you play in that little fucking...
I probably didn't play any integral part.
Yeah.
Most of it happened before I was even born.
So why does it?
But
Why do we need you and everybody else to
I
spy?
am but one thread in the tapestry, the vast tapestry of this species.
Drooling, retarded tapestry.
Mainly.
Short-sighted.
Humanity is mainly, but you know, there are exceptional humans that do make innovation and progress and breakthroughs on a technical.
Of course there are.
on
But
technological
even those
level.
human beings relied upon the conditions that were created by those who came before them. That's true of all human beings.
Sure.
No human being the question is not whether an individual human being has had a good run. The question is whether the
humanity.
totality collective of humanity's had a good run.
That is the question.
Kitty Scream says, Paul, drop all your psych meds and go to the woods if you're right about any of this. You're an influencer, motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Because you do not do thing, because you cannot do thing, everything you say bad. I know, dude. I was a midwit once too. I was fucking 15 once too. It'll probably pass, but maybe not. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Well, look,
That's fine.
no one has to fucking complete. That's another great thing about humanity, hypocrisy. People don't have to live by the shit that they preach. They can say whatever they want. Maybe their words are right. Maybe their actions are right.
Yeah.
I think that's true for all humans, to be honest with you.
They
It
can
is true for all
pretend
human
they're
beings.
saving the planet while they're raping it.
Yeah.
They can absolutely deprive future generations of any goddamn choice or chance. Yeah, they can. You're right.
Well, look. Are those future generations? Those future generations are better off now than they would be if we
Who
just
gives
said,
a fuck, right?
"Oh, let's just come to equilibrium with the environment. Let's just all
They're not
coexist."
better off now. They're not better. You think
Better
we're
off than a
better off
caveman.
than people?
Yeah,
How so? What are your criteria?
because I can go right now. I can take my powerful computer that I just carry around in my pocket, and I can order food.
Well,
And
how
have
many
it brought
how
straight
many
to my house.
hours? How many hours a day do you spend looking at that powerful computer in your pocket?
5, 6.
Yeah,
Who
6,
knows?
7. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think you would do if you didn't have that computer in your pocket? Do you think life would just be unbearable?
I mean, yeah. Now that I've had it,
Ah, there you go. So your perspective, once again, it's all about you.
sure.
You are tainted by your own creature comforts to make the argument that we had a good run because you know you won't be held responsible for it, and you know you probably won't be around to reap the whirlwind. So it's about you, right?
I mean, someone's going to pay the fucking toll, and yeah, I might be the one. But this generation
What if
very
I
well
told
could
you-
be the one that pays the toll.
What if I told you before taking away the computer in your pocket that computer has done profound damage to your cognitive ability and your ability to relate to people
Maybe it
and has
has.
sucked away precious moments of your life down a pit of advertisement and influencer nonsense? Would you be happy about that?
I mean, sure, but look, you always want to focus on the negative aspects, but what about the positive? What about the way
Which
that
are?
information about anything, any subject I want is right there at my fingertips at any time?
Well,
New
then we should be
perspectives.
smarter. We should be smarter than ever, but we're not. We're dumber than ever. How are we dumber than ever when we have every information in our pocket?
I mean, I don't
Maybe
buy the
it's
notion
because
that we are
we
dumber
didn't
than ever. I
invent
bet
an information machine.
If you went and talked
we
to the
didn't invent
average-
an information machine.
Go talk
we,
to
we
a-
invented an attention machine.
go talk to a peasant in the Dark Ages and see what their informational capacity is.
Dude, a peasant in the Dark Ages, if you came shambling out of the woods, would probably cut your fucking head off with an axe to
Maybe.
protect its family.
But then if I was able to go back with some modern technology, I could fucking waste him with an AK-47, you know?
Sure. Maybe a few of them.
I
Like,
mean,
you don't win.
I don't understand how a portal to endless perspective,
Yeah.
to endless information, to endless entertainment. Oh, it's such a negative thing. Oh my God, it's so horrible.
How about this? Let's do this. You called us apes earlier,
We are apes.
right?
Well, yeah,
We're apes. I agree. Apes, non-human apes, love peanut butter,
Sure.
but would have no mechanism in the wild to ever taste it.
Sure.
Do you think that the apes out in the wild, right, are sitting around going like, Man, dude, this world would be just so much better with peanut butter, bro. The ones that never had peanut butter. Never been introduced, can't find it in their natural habitat. They're going out about their day. Do you think they spend their fucking day lusting after the things that you're trying to tell me I should trade the fucking world for?
No,
A
because
taste
they're
on your
inferior,
tongue,
they're inferior
a
organisms.
tickle in your brain, a fucking erection and an orgasm.
we do
I'm supposed
know-
to trade all that.
We do know that animals seek delicacies, and that's scientific.
Well, here's the thing, though. I mean, like, do they yearn for peanut butter? No, because they don't have the capacity to yearn for
But
peanut butter.
sugars,
They don't have the
certain-
capacity to look. Only human beings have the capacity to
Right.
say to
And
themselves,
you're saying it's a good thing.
Hey, wait a minute. What if I was to take this thing, combine it with this thing, put it through this process? Maybe I could create something new. A monkey doesn't create anything new.
Yeah, they do.
Chimps, I mean, the extent of a tool for a chimpanzee is I fashioned a stick into something that lets me get an insect easier.
Monkey's got politics.
Sure.
Monkey's got primitive language. Monkey's
But
got
it's
fucking
unsophisticated,
shit.
and they don't have technology. They don't have
Unsophisticated compared to
imagination.
you. Unsophisticated compared to
Exactly,
you
a
who's eating
human
fucking
being.
processed bullshit and masturbating in a puddle of your own sweat. Like, what is sophistication? If that's sophistication, then
Yes,
we have different
absolutely.
we have different definitions.
Well, that is absolutely sophistication by my definition.
I think the way that they leave the land like they found it and leave their fucking progeny something to fucking have in the world, I think that's sophisticated. I don't think masturbating and eating candy and jerking off about Donald Trump and MAGA is sophistication. That just doesn't, that's not sophistication is having the wisdom to not shit where you eat. And that's the one piece of sophistication that we lack as a species. We can't stop shitting where we eat. And now the fucking chickens have come home to roost, haven't they? And you want to say we had a good run? No, we didn't. We ran the fucking rivers red with our own blood and the blood of 10,000 or more species.
It doesn't look like our
Fucked
numbers
the
are hurting for
ecosystem
it.
permanently. I mean, come on, man. Give me some good run that doesn't include something that tickles your taint. Because that doesn't register on the scale of humanity and the world. You know what I mean?
It certainly does. Because
Well,
what
it
tickles
does,
my
but it
taint
shouldn't,
tickles
is my
everyone's
argument.
taint. I mean, everybody's taint is tickled. It's not like my taint alone is
Well,
being tickled.
what are the basic human needs? What do we need?
Every basic human need.
Even take away from luxuries, what do we need to survive?
Food,
Shelter.
clothing, shelter.
Right.
All of which we have now in abundance.
We do?
Sure.
How many people are homeless right now? How many people are enslaved right now on this planet?
Millions.
We do?
Millions.
We're
But
talking about us, right?
but billions are
Millions
not.
of people.
More people have domiciles than do not have domiciles. More people have
There
food
are
than do
billions
not
of
have
people
food.
living below the fucking poverty line so immensely that they're not even registered. Like,
But
what are you
should-
talking about?
They should be happy for it.
We
according
are
to
a
you.
fucking lucky few.
But according
if you're
to you,
talking
they should,
about having
according
a
to you,
home,
they should be the happier ones because they're at a more primitive stage of society than
some
we
of them are. Some of them are, fuckface. Go talk to these tribes that only do limited trading with the fucking world. You think they got a suicide rate like ours?
They certainly have a higher homicide rate. The homicide
they?
rate among hunter-gatherer societies is 25%.
Well, maybe that's why they have such a low suicide rate. Maybe stupid motherfuckers need to be cold once in a while.
Well, maybe they do.
Maybe this
But then
comfy,
you
I
can't
got
exactly,
mine, nobody
then you
can
can't
kill
exactly
me because
complain
it's
about
against
the
law.
rivers running red with blood if you're going to take that stance.
Well, maybe fine. Maybe there's too many of us because we got too fucking polite.
There's too many
What
of
about
us
that?
because we got too successful.
Right, and too polite. If we really treated this
We're
like
a
the
very
game it is, we'd all
successful
be
fucking
no,
species.
dude. Let's be real. Let's let the fucking rivers run run dry. If we really treated this like you're fucking saying we should treat it, we'd be at each other, fucking killing each other right now. You and me and all of us to
Paul,
get the next little nugget up.
Do you think
that's
humanity
what we
has
should
been-
be doing?
Do you think humanity has been successful?
What would you term successful? Longevity?
The ability to
I would say
survive,
longevity is
thrive, and
success.
reproduce in their environment, I would say.
So humans have been, I mean, I think how long they're able to do that. There have been algaes that have beaten us at that. right?
Sharks, cockroaches. There's plenty of species that have.
So let's.
There's
I
Plenty of
think
species.
that
I mean, I think
how
there's far more
long-
species that had short runs too.
How long
True.
has a species existed in its ecosystem uninterrupted?
Well, what do you mean by uninterrupted?
Like, didn't go extinct.
Didn't go. Okay, so how long is this? So basically, how long a species has lasted then?
Right.
Okay.
And
TJ,
I
would
would
you agree
say
to that?
we're doing. I would say we're doing a pretty shitty job, considering that we're teetering on the edge of multiple mass extinction events right now.
Sure, but there's
So I
been
think we
mass
did a pretty
extinction
shitty
events
job
before
in our
humanity.
50. How long is it? 200,000 years or something?
250,000 years.
Yeah, it's about
so-
200 to 300,000 years.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't know
modern
exactly,
humans
but,
have,
but
existed.
that's the range.
So there you go. So in what is a wink of time
Mm-hmm.
that these other species have existed,
Sure.
we've managed to butt fuck the planet and kill half of it for no reason. By the way, it's not like these TJ says it's a big competition. It's not like fucking tigers were taking something that we desperately needed as humans. We just butt fucked them out of existence for no reason other than to tickle our brain with another tantalizing thing. Ooh, another chocolate. Ooh, a tiger skin. Ooh, this and ooh, that. And now we're at the end of it. And he wants to go, well, let's ennoble this by saying, we had a good run. No, we didn't, fuckface. We killed it all. We fucked ourselves out of the home that we all call home. How's that good?
Well, first of all, we don't know. We don't know that it's over. Could be. Maybe.
The warning,
But
the warning
last I
signs.
checked-
Warning signs are there.
Last
that
I
there's a
checked,
lot
though,
of,
I still have a pulse. Scotty still has a pulse. You still have
Well,
a
yeah,
pulse. We're not dead yet.
we're not dead. Fine.
The species is still alive. There's
Sure.
still billions of us.
Sure.
And you said something interesting.
How's that going?
You said something. It's going very well. You said something
Really?
interesting during your diatribe, which is that, all these animals and their ecosystems. Well, the thing about humanity is we create our own ecosystems.
No, we don't.
I am in a box right now, and this box is not the same temperature as outside. You know why? Because I have
It's
an air
not an
conditioner.
ecosystem, though. Your
I have created
your house
my
is
own
not a
environment.
complex, interconnected bunch of biology.
Okay, so it's not an
That's an
ecosystem, but
ecosystem.
it's a system that serves
It's a
me.
microclimate.
I
You've
control-
created a microclimate.
Exactly. I control the climate. I
No,
control
you
what
don't. You
comes in and
control
what
the
comes out.
temperature in a microclimate.
Sure. What other species can do that?
Well, I mean, none of them can build. I mean, there are
Technologically, none.
microclimate species. I mean, like, are we going to talk about things that other species can do that we can't? There are fucking crabs that live right on hot vents that are like 2,000 degrees, and they walk right on that shit.
Well, the thing
we
is-
can't do that shit, so they better.
The thing is, we probably could figure
Don't
out how
make
to
no
do that if we
sense.
really wanted to. Because we have something that no other species on this planet has, which is ingenuity.
We don't want to be invincible from any kind of heat damage. Are you kidding me?
We could do that. I mean, we have
We
submersibles.
want to do that.
We have submersibles that
we
can
would
go
all
down
fucking
into highly pressurized environments where we're not even meant to be. What other species can go into an environment that is totally ill-suited for itself, like space or the deep
Tardigrades.
ocean, other than
Tardigrades.
this fucking ape?
tardigrades. Look them up. Water bears, tardigrades.
Sure. That's
Way
Evolu-
more
okay, sure.
successful than us.
Evolution gave them that. Evolution gave
Okay.
us the big brain.
So what's the difference?
The difference is that we have to fucking do it through cunning and craft. We're not just a biological organism. A tardigrade, by the way, can't go into an environment that's not suited for it. It just happens to be naturally suited to more environments.
Well, that was
We
what's
alone.
I mean, come on.
can
That's like mincing
we alone,
words here.
We alone. No, it's not. We alone.
It is.
Can take an inhospitable environment and turn it into a hospitable one. We alone have that power.
Right. Hospitable to
Us.
and inhospitable to everything else.
Correct.
well, unless,
And
unless
that
animals
and the
or
long
organisms
and the
adapt to that
long
environment
term
already.
and hold on. The long term fucking result of
Excuse
that
me,
is
Paul. The
what?
court does not hold on for anybody.
I'm sorry. I'm
You'll be-
sorry.
you'll be
My
censored.
apologies, Your Honor.
No,
Please go
and
ahead.
I've been very unbiased, so
You have been. You have
been.
been. My apology. I'm a little heated, Your Honor, given the stakes of the
I
trial.
understand that.
Beg
I like the environmental
beg
aspect, but I think
forgiveness
we
of
should
the
look
court.
at some other aspects of this debate as well. But I do agree it's very
Okay.
important. But I want you to finish,
do it.
Paul.
Yeah, you know what? I'm fine with moving on. I think it's a good time.
Okay.
I can't remember what little line I was on.
Sorry, I was like,
It's okay.
but the court has to discipline you. Has to be disciplined. I think we should discuss because I think one of the cruxes to me has been defining the success of humanity. A lot of it's been
Right.
environmental. TJ, you've argued about we've been able to take over the globe or design on space. I mean, Paul's made some pretty good points. I mean, at what cost? We do need an ecosystem to exist in. We do these, and we know these are all interdependent, interconnected, and we are seeing some of the first metrics of societal collapse. I mean, I think it's undeniable. So, TJ, what do you think? If humanity's had a good run, as you say, what can we do to keep that good run going? And do you see that as possible?
I see this possible. Look,
We're facing all these different challenges.
if humanity, look, when has humanity not faced challenges? There was a time in our history when we were down to like 20 motherfuckers.
Well, it was more than that, but it was a few thousand humans.
Well, I heard different, but whatever. We can, at any rate, we were damn near extinction.
If
at
we were
one
down
point
to
in our
20
history.
motherfuckers, there would be none of us
There-
left.
yeah,
Let's just put it that
I think
way.
it'd be more than
That's not enough breeding stock and genetic diversity for us to repopulate.
Yeah,
so it was a few thousand
Whatever.
individuals,
We were
which
down,
is a huge.
We were down to very,
huge step
very
down.
few human beings.
Yeah.
We came back from. We've
We did.
survived ice ages. We've survived fucking dust bowls. We've survived terrible conditions that the planet has thrown at us. And sometimes that we've thrown at ourselves. 'Cause I'm not saying we haven't made mistakes. We certainly have.
We have.
But at the end of the day, we have shown tremendous adaptability. We've shown tremendous tenacity. So even if World War III breaks out, will there be human beings left at the end of it? I think there's a strong chance there will be. What will they go on to do? I don't know. That's going to be up to them. I probably won't be one of them if World War III breaks out. I'll probably die. Most of us probably
Yes.
will.
The vast majority of us will. Yeah.
Your
But-
whole
but the
philosophy
ins-
is
but-
colored.
But humanity will survive.
It's colored by self-interest. It's like you say, oh, we've survived this horrible shit. A lot of the horrible shit we've survived is because we have inserted ourselves like a big barbed fucking destructo cock into places where we didn't evolve to be. Right?
But that's our
So-
that's our greatest strength, in my
Human
opinion.
beings set up shop. And I think it's our greatest weakness. Human beings set up shop in the fucking Dust Bowl area, right? Where everything else that lives there is four-legged and fast and transient. And they set up permanent residences in a place where they know giant tornadoes come down from the ground, right? And then they complain about it, or they call themselves survivors for enduring it. No, the animals that are survivors of such incidents come back and graze on the field afterwards. They don't come back and pick up the pieces of their life, retard, if they escaped at all. See, I just don't get how that ennobles man. We were so greedy and hungry for fuck you got mine that we raped all these other species out of environments that they were actually adapted well to. And now we suffer as a globe for the conveniences that it takes for us to live in such environments. Wow, what a fucking accomplishment. Like, let's say, I have a thought experiment for you, TJ.
Sure.
Let's say that we're 2,000 years in the future and we're part of the last little bit of humanity that's escaping the butt-raped Earth. Right?
Yeah.
Nothing left for us here. It doesn't sustain us anymore. We've got a shot. We're heading for this planet. It looks Earth-like in the Andromeda system, right? We figured out faster than light travel. We go. We get there. It's our only shot. We land there. We find a planet devastated ecologically. We find all the signs of a once vibrant climate, right? But now it's just ashes and deadness,
Sure.
right? And we also find these ruins. And we put together that some alien species raped the planet dry. Do you think that there would be a single person of the colonists that land on our last chance that was raped to death by another species? And they would go, that species had a good run, man.
Absolutely.
You think?
Yeah, I mean, look at how we assess civilizations of the past. We don't, I mean, look, we look at Rome and we talk about how Rome fell, but we don't deny that at one point Rome was an impressive, thriving civilization. We don't just look at how it ended. We look at the totality of it.
What did it achieve? Sure.
Right? And we look at those achievements and we
What if
stand in awe of some of those
what if its
achievements.
ultimate achievement is self-destruction and self-annihilation?
Well, what's forever?
All right. Well, we're not talking about forever. We're trying to keep this within the scope of our ability to talk about it. You
Sure,
want to talk about
but I'm saying like
aeons and
everything
shit.
comes to an end.
Well, sure. Entropy is all, but not all things come to an end as fast as we're coming to an end. Most species
Not all things last as
don't
long as we've
butt fuck
lasted
themselves out of existence in 200,000 years.
Well, most species don't do a lot of the stuff we've done because they don't have the capability to do
Right.
it.
And as a result of that, their progeny still have some little bit of a fucking chance of thriving and surviving and passing along the genes to the next one and
No.
living in an ecosystem
We
that
can
doesn't fucking
speculate.
destroy them.
We can speculate about what the future holds, but we don't know for sure.
Sure. There's no way of knowing.
So we don't know if we could be at the end of the human story right now. No doubt.
We could be at the beginning.
We could be at the beginning of
We
the
don't-
human story right
Yeah,
now.
We do not know.
We don't know that.
Sure.
This could be.
This is the magic. This is leading to the magic machine argument. I used to fucking talk
There's no
about this
magic
all the
machine.
time.
I'm just talking. I'm just saying.
No,
that
it's insinuating that there could be a magic machine that's going to come up and clean up after all our slop.
maybe not. Maybe we fucking.
And that's
maybe
just
we,
not
maybe
worthy
we-
of talking about.
maybe
In
we
my,
just-
well, at least from my perspective, it's not.
Maybe
It's
we
like
destroy-
saying,
Well, it's
I could say the
speculative.
other
Maybe
way.
we destroy
I
this
could say the
planet.
other way.
Well,
We're
I mean,
holding
you
back.
endlessly speculated, so I don't know why my speculation is verboten, but your speculation is very welcome.
Because
We can
my
use
speculation
examples.
is
It's
gr-
fine. It's fine.
My speculation is rooted more in reality. If I were to speculate like you, I would say, you know what? We're actually, because we're still here dominating, we're holding back the cockroaches who would really be the interstellar travelers. Right? Like how much speculation are we going to allow, Your Honor, and how much fantasism and sci-fi are we going to talk?
I mean, look, if it's an example, I think it's okay. I think if it's trying to demonstrate reality, then
All
no.
I am saying is that our future is uncertain.
That's fine. I think that's fair to say. The future is uncertain. I don't think is objectionable.
I think that Paul constantly tries to sneak in the premise that this is all over, this is all done, this is all fucked. And look,
maybe he's right.
we review the
Maybe
news
he's
every
wrong.
week on this show, and there is a lot of fucking problems. This could very well be the end, or near it,
Sure.
or it could be just the beginning. We don't know.
Well, I would say that look at the
Liz, that's at the
history
same place,
of
though,
our
doesn't it?
look at the history of our species, and what you will find is a pattern. A pattern of a rise to power and an order being established, and then that order being undermined by greed and intransigence, grift, graft, war, etc., things that are anti-human and anti-life. And the deaths of millions upon millions of countless souls, right? At the hands of that greed.
Sure.
And then another breeding spree and another cycle.
Sure.
Right? Now, maybe we've escaped that cycle. I'll give you that.
I don't
But
think
I
we
would
have.
I would
won't even-
also
won't even make the
ask you to
argument that we
give
are.
me we likely haven't,
I don't think we have.
right?
And I don't even
And
I don't
this
even intend,
one's
I don't
been
even
a
intend to make the
doozy.
argument that we have.
This one's been a real doozy this last cycle, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Rome didn't do this much fucking lasting damage to anything.
Sure.
Nothing in the history of anything has.
But let's look at the trend that underlies the trend.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Yes, they did. Rome left lasting damage.
Rome created the Sahara.
That's not Rome created this. That's whatever, dude. I've heard this. That's not lasting damage. That's an entire ecosystem of its own. That, by the way, if it didn't exist, there'd be no jungles in fucking
I mean,
Peru.
look, Rome did damage. Every human civilization has done damage.
Sure.
But I think the level we're at now is unprecedented. So
Right, because
it's hard to say.
But that's because there's an underlying pattern to the
There
pattern
is.
Paul's talking about, which is that humanity
The
has
Sahara was a jungle before fucking
progressed.
apes. Oh my God. Who are you? Who is
Yeah,
are you
millions of
trolling?
years ago, yes, it was a much different environment.
There was no Rome millions of years
Yeah, there
ago,
was
you
not.
fucktard.
No, the Roman Empire did not exist millions of years ago. That's absurd.
Humanity has expanded, The population of the Earth is higher now than it's ever been.
True. Yes.
So we continue to spread. The virus, the ape virus, continues to spread. Our technological dominance continues to advance.
I will point out too that we spread through
Our engineering feats continue to increase.
we pretty much spread to all continents before a massive civilization even existed.
Sure. Our
And
technological
before we started
accomplishments-
raping the fuck out of the planet too. So
our
we
technological
accomplished
accomplishments
that
continue to increase.
without destroying everything. What have we accomplished since that's worth preserving at the price of the oceans, which, by the way, are necessary for us to survive? It's not just
True.
optional oceans.
Correct.
The forests, once again, necessary for us to survive right now, being clear cut to make room for more beef to feed our maws with.
Yeah.
There's no answer in any of your shit to that other than magic machine, ingenuity of the human race. And it's just like, okay.
Well, let's remember the premise here is that
The
the
humanity have a
ingenuity
good
of the
run.
human the ingenuity of the human
question
race
is,
put
looking
us
back,
there.
did we have a good run? Whether
The
we
ingenuity of the
die
human
right
race-
now or die 1,000 years or 1,000,000 years in the future,
That is not the question.
did we have a good run right now?
Fair.
That's not the question.
Well, that's how the question started, because the question was, we thought World War III was about to break out,
The question is,
Yeah.
and the question was, did we have a good run?
the question
Looking
to be
back.
clear is, do humanity have a good run? That was the
Right.
question.
And a run includes a beginning, a middle, end. If this is the end, looking back, did we have a good run?
I would say yes. If you're saying did it have a good run, the discussion was prompted.
So this is not-
the world that civilization.
Nothing hinges-
Human civilization was going to come to an end.
Absolutely nothing in my mind hinges on us continuing from this point. If we are incinerated right now, did we have a good run looking back?
No.
I think
Then
we
no.
did.
Fair.
Okay. Oh, we landed right where we fucking began.
That's where I expected us to be perfectly framed with you.
Are we ready to turn it over to the jury then, or
I would like closing statements from each of you.
okay? Well, who goes first? You tell me.
I went first last time, so I think it's fair
TJ,
you
I
go
think
first.
I agree it's appropriate. TJ, you have 5 minutes to make your closing statements.
Let me start the
And I
timer.
may allow for rebuttal if a good point is made, but I mainly would like to keep it as a closing statement for each of you.
I won't rebut. I'll just.
Well, you might want to, and I'm not gonna.
I'm not gonna.
I'm not gonna close the
We
door
can't
on
just
it.
go on forever. So I mean, look, I'll do a rebuttal here. Let me just
All right,
restart
so
this.
all right, fair enough.
All right, so
We both have 5
stopwatch,
minutes, and that's
timer,
it?
5 minutes, okay.
All right, no interruptions, please.
Has humanity made mistakes? Sure. Have we damaged the planet? Sure. Have we been selfish? Sure. But what biological organism is not selfish? If bees could have the run of this thing, they would. If tigers or termites could have the run of this thing, they would. But they couldn't. We could. Because we have this thing. And maybe some of us are fucking dipshits. But the totality of humanity has proven that it is capable of amazing feats of engineering, mathematics, science, literature, art, etc., etc., etc. But we can't just look at, oh, here's all the bad stuff: war, famine, death, plague. Here's all the good stuff: art, literature, science, blah, blah, blah. You're never going to come to it that way. The way you're going to come to it is by asking yourself this one question: has this species been successful? And how can you deny our success? When you're sitting here watching me on a screen from thousands of miles away, how can you deny our success when there is food in your fucking belly that was driven to you by a truck? It was grown by a man you've never met. It was produced by people whose faces you'll never see. We have created a complex network of interdependent human beings working together. And you see how difficult it is for even two human beings to get along. And yet the entire planet is encompassed by a system that serves the needs of all of us. Is that system perfect? No. Some people have more than others. There are inequalities. But at the end of the day, The fact that there are 8 billion of us show that we have prospered under that system in a way that what other species has food on demand? What other species has shelter on demand? What other species has anything it fucking wants on demand to the point where it's fucking bored with all the shit that it has? Only us. We are the fucking dominators of this planet. Fuck the environment. Fuck every other living thing. It's about us, baby. This isn't about whether or not fucking termites or ants or the oceans or the clouds or anything else had a good run. This is about our fucking run. Did we have a good run? And the answer to that is unequivocally yes. And you're going to hear about the selfishness of that position, the short-sightedness of that position. But I'm going to tell you this. Are you putting your phone down? Are you walking out into the woods? Are you fucking going to go live like a monkey? No. Because at the end of the day, the part of you that's honest agrees with what the fuck I'm saying.
Evil villain speech. All right, it's all right to laugh.
That's it.
But yeah, wow.
Well, if Gordon Gekko is finished with his greed is good.
Yeah, I did feel some Gordon Gekko there, but all right, you know what? I like your argument.
I am Ozymandias. Look all up on me.
All right, I will go ahead and start the timer for Paul. Go ahead.
Yes, Paul, you have the floor.
A lot of glossing over in that little speech there. He said war, famine, death. He didn't really give any specific examples of scale. All right. Famine on a fucking scale that is not even fucking imaginable by any other species. Death, same. Not just amongst ourselves, but the very animals and plants and ecosystems that we require to be healthy. Another lack of proportionality being the happiness index, right? We never even brought this up. As we get closer and closer to this ideal that TJ's espousing, this anything on demand, everything at the fingertips, we're less and less happy. We kill ourselves and each other more. We are the most mentally ill that we've ever been in the history of keeping tabs on such things. And it seems to be getting worse and not better. And I feel like a good run ends on a high note. You know what I mean? Not a fucking tragic, destructive note that took everything out with it. It's a good run if you think that your own gluttonous instinct is the most important thing in the world. And TJ clearly does. And that's fine. It's his life to live. But I can't imagine anybody in the ashes of this civilization looking back and agreeing with him. I can imagine everybody looking back and agreeing with me. So I feel like pretty vindicated by that. I can't imagine an argument against it. So there you go. That's it.
All right. It's to the jury.
Guys. All right. Look, how long you want to give them, guys? I say I'm the judge. I say give them 15 minutes.
15 minutes time.
Go to Patreon right now and vote. Did we have a good run? And then, of course, once the jury's decision is in, the judge will have to pronounce the sentence. Good arguments were made by you guys. This is a difficult fucking question. This really is. I mean, you can't, I agree with you, Paul. You cannot gloss over how much humanity is fucked up. I think really...
I forgot to use those.
one of the things I liked that you said, Paul, was alluding to the fact that if you have a good run, I mean, does it end... with a bang or with a whimper, right? Or, in our case, we end with a bang,
tragic,
that is a tragic
fucking
way.
tale.
I mean, why are we saying,
a triumph?
Have we ended? Is the ending? Is the credits rolling? I don't see the credits rolling.
The whole point of this was we were talking about it on Doomsday.
Sure.
So yes.
But
the presumption is the credits are rolling now. Did
I
we
agree
have a
that
good
it's not
run
over
now?
with.
You even established that earlier. Did we
Sure.
have a good run now?
I'm just saying it's
And
not
the
over yet,
answer
so we don't
is-
know. We don't know the nature of the ending. Is all I'm saying.
A sad, fat,
True.
depressed.
By the way, I mean, since we're
suicidal,
talking about
whimpering,
the happiness index, look,
covered, pollution covered.
let's talk about
in.
Maslow's hierarchy of fucking needs, right?
Sure.
All
Yeah,
this stuff
let's.
about personal happiness that only comes about when every other need is met.
That's true.
A species that's struggling to feed, clothe, and shelter itself doesn't have time to worry about.
How's
fucking
your
happiness.
house hunt going?
I'm not hunting for a house right now.
Oh, is there any reason for that? You've talked to me multiple times
I can't
about wanting to own a
Oh,
house.
I'd love to own a house, but I can't. I can't afford one. But I
Oh,
have
so
a house I'm
Maslow's
renting, so-
hierarchy of needs is starting to get a little tenuous, isn't it?
I mean,
What if
maybe.
you made less money? What if you made a tenth of the money you made?
Then I'd live somewhere shittier.
Yeah, you would. What if you made even less money than that?
Then I'd live somewhere
Where's
even shittier
Maslow's
still.
hierarchy? Where's Maslow's hierarchy when it comes to food and shelter
happier.
then?
Maybe I'd be happier on the street because then I'd just be worried about material concerns and not personal satisfaction.
Maybe you'd be happier in a society where every day you got up, you hunted for your food, you came back, you prepped it. You didn't fuck your environment over. You didn't know what a cell phone was. You didn't know how to desire fucking chocolate treats so delectable that you sit around and eat them absentmindedly while watching brain rot. Yeah, maybe. You know, I don't know. I can't really speak for people back then.
Yeah,
But,
but you do so anyway, though.
I do. Well, no, because I do so within the bounds of what I can do so with actual factual information. We are the unhappiest we've ever been since we started tracking. So it's not working. Human happiness, Maslow's hierarchy is breaking down. And human happiness is not being
Look, there's all-
prioritized.
I mean, look,
In fact, it's
I-
being de-incentivized.
There's always the haves and the have-nots, and there's always the people in the fucking different rungs of the fucking ladder.
Your argument makes a ton of sense from the side of the haves. You're
I mean,
absolutely
I'm not one
right,
of the haves.
man.
You just said yourself, I don't have a house.
No, you are one of the haves. I had to strip all your income away from you to make you a have-not, and then you told me you'd be happier because you had no material concerns.
I could be way more of a
in the
have than I
dumpster.
am now. I could own my own house. I could
I'm
own my
talking
own land.
TJ, do you know where you rank globally in terms of your income, or are you unaware of that?
I'm sure I'm pretty high up there.
Yeah, you're have.
But there's a lot of
We're
people
talking
with more than me,
globally.
too.
Did we, meaning the human species, not just TJ
I still
Kirk,
have a roof
did
over my head.
we
I still have a roof
have
over
a good
my head.
run?
Yeah. And most people have a roof over
Did
their
your
head.
was
Most people
your
have
gluttony?
clothes. Most people have
Did your
food.
gluttony? Was your gluttony? Is it justified by all the fucking people that died to make that gluttony possible? Sweating in mines, being slaves in cacao mills and shit, so you could get fat and stupid.
I mean, I don't see you
Is that
boycotting the chocolate.
justification for all the death and disease and horror that happens in the third world so that the haves can sit in your aforementioned air-conditioned microclimate?
I don't see you
You know
forgoing
what I
any
mean?
of those
What's
luxuries.
the trade-off? How many human souls is it worth?
The only difference between my life and your life is I enjoy all these luxuries and say yes to that question. You enjoy all those luxuries and hypocritically say no.
I don't enjoy anywhere near the same luxuries that you do.
Well, you enjoy whatever luxuries you want.
Well, I mean, that isn't true.
Well, it's not true
That's
for me
nowhere
either,
near. Is
but
that
you know
true
what I
of
mean.
you? Is that true of you?
Like,
No,
damn,
I wish it was true.
I wish that
Like,
was
no,
true
I
of me.
don't.
I love it.
How's that? You know me. Like, I live a Spartan life. I'm not a
But
materialistic dude.
You have whatever you want. You eat chocolate. You have
Yeah.
TV. You have all these things.
You are against
not-
capitalism, but yet you participate in it.
Sure.
I am very smart.
I mean, you do participate in it, don't you? I mean, like, isn't that fucking line?
Duh, because what is the other option? Are you going to be another walk into the
option
woods
is-
guy?
Yeah, go out in the woods.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay, hold on. Let's walk through it. Where do I go?
I don't know. Figure it out.
What's not owned? Where is it legal for me to walk into the woods and
I
live?
know for a fact that Scotty watches a YouTube channel about people who go and live off the grid on
Uh-huh.
little land in the woods. Go buy yourself a little cheap ass plot of land in the woods and build yourself a little fucking hut. In
Oh,
there.
okay.
There are some
And,
people that do.
uh,
it.
A
garden and
cheap ass
shit.
plot of land. Where can I get one of them?
all over the country. There's plenty of plots of land that aren't worth fucking shit.
Generally, super rural, undesirable areas.
Yeah.
So go live in the woods.
Yeah, why not?
How would that insulate me from the problems of humanity?
It wouldn't.
It would not. Absolutely would
So
not.
what would be the point of doing it?
I don't know. Courage of your convictions, I guess.
Why do the courage of my convictions require me to commit suicide in the woods?
I don't know. Ask yourself that.
What impossible standard could I put on you for the courage of your convictions?
You don't have to. I mean, none, because my convictions are that everything's
Well, you
fucking
put one on me.
hunky-dory
You
how
put
it
one
is
on
now.
me.
Well, then figure it out, I
You
guess.
put one on me. Go die on a plot of barren, worthless land in the middle of nowhere.
Well, you're the
If
one.
you're- if you
You're the
have
one
these
saying that
convictions.
humanity should do that. So I
It's
mean,
just
I don't know
like
what to
it's the
fucking
same
tell
shit.
you.
Do you not see you're making the same argument as the guy that goes like, "Well, stop buying stuff then"?
Yeah, and I think that guy's right.
By the way, guys, 8 minutes.
Oh, you
till
do?
this is- like, everyone go over to Patreon and vote. By the way, if you want to see the manatee on Kick only,
Look,
we are
everyone
21
knows-
people away.
Everyone knows that no
Give some,
ethical consumption or
patrons.
capitalism shit is just a bunch of fucking code
And go
to
vote.
justify continuing to participate in the system. It's just people who want to have it both ways. That's it. It's
Whatever,
always been a
dude.
bunch of hypocritical nonsense.
Okay. Well, why don't you quit cucking yourself to the idea of money and go be a free artist that butt fucks people for a living and makes art with the
if
cum
some-
and shit and blood
If you know
that's
someone
left
that'll
over
pay me
after
for
it?
that, I'll do it.
Why do you need to be paid for it?
Because I like
Why are
money.
you such a cuck?
Because I like money.
Go out and just be it, man.
I like money.
Well, no, you need money in order to facilitate.
Sure, but I like
You're
I like
reliant
having,
upon money.
I like having more money than I need.
So live by the courage of your hedonistic fucking convictions.
Well, my hedonistic convictions require a certain budget.
Hey, that's not my problem. That's your problem.
I agree. It is.
Why aren't you a billionaire? Why aren't you eating everything?
I guess I'm not good enough at the game to get
Well,
there.
I guess I don't know how to fucking live alone on a barren patch of land.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I guess we both got excuses, huh?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
To live outside the courage of our own convictions.
I mean, I don't
Quit
remember.
asking me to fucking rise to some standard you ain't gonna rise to in this argument.
I mean, I'm already participating in the system. I'm trying my best. You're not even trying to live by your convictions. I am. I'm trying to
What do
be
you mean
rich.
I'm not trying?
I'm trying to fucking siphon up every dollar and resource I possibly can. So I'm already living by it. I'm just not that good at it.
Well, I guess that's the same for me too. I already live way out in the fucking woods, as far away as I can do.
I
I'm
guess
just
we're
not
both
very
living
good
as
at it.
close to it as we can then.
There we go.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. I guess we can come to an agreement on that. We're adapted to the environment we exist in. It just takes time to adjust. What the fuck are you yammering about?
I just don't understand how Paul is consistently equating the faults of capitalism and humanity as if they're synonymous.
I mean, it's not
Scotty,
like
you're
it's not like,
a Roman
there's-
history guy. You're a Roman history guy. Like, what happened? Like, what predicated the fall of Rome?
I don't know. I guess I shouldn't argue for Paul's position, but you know, post-capitalist societies also did not reach equilibrium with the environment. So humanity, under its various guises, has not ever really attained that.
What societies were those? What's a post-capitalist society?
Sorry, not post-capitalist, pre-capitalist.
Yeah, you mean
I meant
or-
pre.
What's that? What
Society?
society was that? What society?
I mean, most societies for all of
existed in a-
history.
What? Really?
Yeah, I mean, capitalism.
So there was no capitalism in Ur and Babylon.
no,
No.
not.
What
not
is
as we-
capitalism?
Not as we modernly define it.
Well, what is capitalism? It's
I mean, those were
right, the
mostly.
accumulation of resources and the ability to spend those resources and trade it for
Well-
labor and goods in a market.
Yeah, and that really wasn't
Right?
I mean, merchants were a lower caste in those days. Most of that was
No.
gained through military might.
Right, which was
There wasn't
funneled
there
up
wasn't
to
a
the
system
top.
of
We never had a system like that.
There wasn't a
You're right.
system
That
of-
doesn't sound like capitalism at all, where all of the produce is funneled to the very tip top of everything. And
Yeah.
I've never heard. You're right.
well, that's
Yeah,
not
capitalism
that's
brand new.
That's not capitalism, but whatever.
No, let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
Capitalism is as old as what we call civilization. As soon as human beings lived in enough numbers where their needs every day outstripped the land they lived on and its ability to provide those needs, we lived under capitalism. So we're talking
Well, that's
Babylon,
an extraordinarily
Ur,
broad definition of capitalism.
Uruk.
They did not
We're
have a
talking about
system
the
of
very
free,
oldest
they did
cities
not
that
have a
we
system of
know.
free enterprise.
There
There was no social mobilities, etc.
we both there was absolutely social mobility. You don't know anything about these ancient civilizations?
3 minutes, guys, to vote. 3 minutes
Learning to
vote.
be able to read mobilized you from a peasant in the muck to somebody that was working for the royal palace and allotted a living quarter and a bunch of food.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Right?
if you entered into an apprenticeship or something, sure.
So if you plied yourself and sucked up to the right people, you got more money
Right.
than the fucking people that had to produce all the shit. Right?
Right, but most of it was barter. There was
Oh!
no fiat currency. There was no system of free
There was no
enterprise.
fiat currency.
Yeah, for most of human
Give me a
history, there was no
break.
fiat currency. There was mostly barter.
What are you even talking
Well,
about?
I'm talking about the
Well,
history
yeah,
of humanity.
I guess that's true. I mean, like the oldest coins date what 3,000 or 4,000, maybe older. But yeah, we've existed for 300,000, 3,000 years. Yeah, I'd say
The
that's
difference
fair.
between currency and goods is minimal at best.
Cuba has a 100%.
It's all
literacy rate.
representative of goods, right? So
Yeah.
why does that have to be like currency was labor, currency was product,
Sure.
currency was
Well, that
whatever
was
the
invented
king
because,
said it was.
because sometimes you're trying to barter for something, and the person that you're trying to barter with for what you need doesn't want what you
You
have.
can't meet the needs of the person.
So it makes sense to create a fiat
You need
currency.
a-
in that.
That
an
doesn't
intermediate-
Yeah, sure, but that exists in capitalism too. It's a
Well, yeah.
hallmark of capitalism.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
but
for
for
sure.
most of human history, they didn't really have that.
Well, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
They had barter.
Yeah, they had barter.
Wait a minute. For most of human history, they didn't go get wheat in one area and take it to an area where it was scarce and make money. You don't think that was going on in the
Well, no,
very
they would
first
get-
human
There'd be
civilization?
trade.
They
of
would
some
get there'd be
kind.
trade for resources.
Capitalistic trade.
No, that's barter. That's a barter economy. That's separate from capitalism. I mean, you just look it up. It's true.
What about the gold and stone and shit that were used to build the palaces?
I don't know. What about them?
That's the end result of all of the capitalistic trade that went on.
Yeah, bartering is not capitalistic by nature, but whatever.
I'm not, listen, barter or not, the system is exactly the same.
No, it's far
How-
more
how
sophisticated
does-
now.
Well, yeah, it has to be because there's fucking quadrillion of us. It has to be.
Sure.
But the underlying shit is all the same. We build cities the same. They function the same. They require the same importation
I mean,
of
there's-
resources and labor.
Sure, there's similarities.
They destroy one another.
I mean,
constantly.
certainly there's not. I mean, I think there's a gradient where it goes from simple barter and trade between people who are in an interconnected community to
A trade.
capitalism, but there's a gradient that leads to
when
capitalism.
that barter and trade is overseen by an authority that decides how much stone you get for a chicken. What's the difference between that
Well, usually it was
and a coin?
dealt with between the two parties concerned.
Yeah.
So there were contractual agreements. The first writing system was made to keep track of how many eggs were produced in this place and how many fucking
there's always been-
reeds were produced in that place
There's always been allocation
Sure.
of resources, but the question is how are those
from the very beginning.
the question is who owns the labor and such other things. And
So who owns the
capitalism-
labor in Ur?
Ur? I don't know.
The king.
Sure.
Who owns the labor in capitalism? The king.
Well, the owners. It's not just one king.
The king.
There's not just one king that fucking owns it. It's
Yet.
maybe we're heading back to that.
How many kings are there now versus like 20 years ago? It
Hmm.
seems like we're going towards one king, right?
Yeah, possibly.
I mean,
I mean, there's a lot of business.
Probably.
There's a lot of business owners in this country.
what's the trajectory?
The trajectory might be towards more consolidation.
I'd say
In
that's
some industries,
that's
it
fair.
certainly is.
I mean, if we're speculating, consolidation, more billionaires,
Man,
more wealth concentrated. in
We've
hands
talked on
of
this
few
show
people.
plenty of times about how we're kind of heading back to serfdom. So,
If we're not
but
already
that's
there.
distinct from capitalism. We would transition out of capitalism into a more serfdom system at that point.
Sure.
I mean,
Capitalism is
I don't-
defined by free
porque
enterprise.
no
You can't really
dos.
have free enterprise if there's, just a handful of oligarchs that own every single possible thing. And that's one of the reasons why people talk about late stage capitalism.
All right, but don't they already functionally?
They're getting there.
Well, I mean, think about it. You talk about all these small business owners completely
All right.
and utterly reliant on these giant businesses for their logistics and supply and
The poll is
manufacturing.
concluded. I have won 66 to 34. Congratulations, humanity.
Let's go see.
You had a good run.
yeah,
All right.
fantastic.
We had 226 votes. Yep.
The jury has
Good to know that
Middling
63% of everybody is retarded. That's good to know.
We had a good one. It's not over yet. I'm reading some comments. We need to do more. We just got started with AI and autonomous war machines. Let's see. Do we have a good run? Yes. Let me find
Which is
something.
why in any future civilization we will be looked at as just cartoonish fucking villains.
You like this one, Paul? Porn and drugs.
'Cause-
Yes. Porn and drugs.
Because
yes.
68% of us fucking reveled
Well, 66.
in the destruction that we're wreaking on our
66.
ability to continue as a
The
species.
chat now says boil Paul.
It's cool though.
Oh,
I
I
understand.
think when it comes to the bread
A lot of people are
circuses,
deep into that shit.
They want
dude.
you boiled.
You know what? You know what it is? When they start talking Anprem shit, they start talking about anti-civilizational shit. They really start doing a 1-to-1 equating of like, I have to give up my phone. I can't go get a burger. I'm gonna have to get all these things that they wouldn't even know existed if it wasn't for the tragedy that we've wrought upon one another.
Yeah, but they do.
right?
They exist now. So
That's what that's exactly it. And it comes down to that. And like they're racing towards a time where that shit's gonna be stripped away, not by choice, but by necessity. Right?
But it ain't
And
today.
they justify it. They justify it still. Hanging on the precipice of losing it all, even. They can't stop cramming their maws with it enough to think about like 20 years in the goddamn fucking future. It's what do I got now? What can I watch now? What can I fiddle with now? What can I scroll to the next now? What can I concern myself with that has nothing to do with me now?
Well, they're going to have to scroll to something else because I believe, unless Scotty's going to correct me, that this show
Yeah.
has reached
Let me
its
get-
conclusion.
Look, dude, you got another one in here, TJ. Paul says, as an obese man who makes his dude, this fucking, we need to bring the meme back. The you disagree with capitalism, yet you participated in it. I am very smart meme from fucking 20 years ago. Apparently, we need to dust that one off again. Because that's like the 5th time I've seen that shit thrown
got-
out.
By the way, for the record, we did not have a good run.
Good night.
Night.
That's the best way to end